But anyway, if you do like North American StarCraft, we don't just cast this, Yodaslim and I, but we also cast Battle of the Americas.
Oh yeah, that's a fun tournament to watch. See who Cham will defeat this week.
Yeah, that's basically what it's become. You know, we do.
I don't even mind it. I love watching Cham win.
Yeah, yeah. If you're a big Cham fan, if you're a big, not just
Zerg
NA
player.
Yeah, yeah, like Latin America as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's like the epitome of what I want. I'm a Zerg player, a Mexican American. What better than to have a Mexican Zerg win the tournament every week? It's like watching Cyril, but Cyril doesn't win anymore.
Hashtag washed up.
What do you think Cyril's washed up?
No, not at all. It was a joke.
I know it's a joke, but sometimes I wonder, like, is he though?
No,
he might be.
He's still one of the best in the world.
Yeah, one of the best in the world. Yeah, man. When we saw him win the world championship, he was just on fire, and people were scared of him. And now, like, Ez beats him. Raynor can beat him. I don't know. I still got faith in him, but nonetheless, we have finally made it here into the first semifinal of the evening. We won't be watching the second one, but the second one is going on as we speak. Here we go. Everdream as the first map, surprisingly, but not surprising. In the bottom left-hand corner, it is the blue Zerg player from America. It is Jardozer. Bad. Jardozer here. Not sure on the clan. I think he's changed teams since updating Wikipedia.
Icebound Esports.
Icebound. There you go.
And in the top right-hand corner, we have the American Terran representing Infinity Gaming. He is Future.
Right. It is Icebound Esports. I forgot I just looked that up 5 seconds ago.
It's all good. He does have the Icebound logo there floating above the hatchery. Are
you familiar with the clan? Are they a well-known team?
They're pretty new. I think like within the last like 6 months. Like
wow, super new.
Yeah, like later half of 2019 they popped up. And yeah, they're mainly an NA based team. They've got quite a number of NA players.
Not bad.
Yeah, which is pretty cool to see. We haven't seen many of them, but like, you know, ET, he's on Exxon, right? So
yeah,
you know,
Exxon's a big clan now. But I haven't seen them too much, about them, but I see them everywhere now.
Yeah, they've kind of been picking up players left and right. You know, they picked up Nina, they picked up BioIce. They've got Full Heart, ET.
Full Heart.
Yeah, they've got a lot of NA talent.
Actually, maybe you just mentioned it and I just missed it, but there's a NA player that I was just looking at the ladder, like number 4 or something, that's part of Exxon clan or gaming team, what have you.
Yeah. I think you were talking about Nina, but yeah, Nina being otherwise known as Puck. I don't know if you're familiar with Puck.
Oh, that's Puck?
Yeah, that's Puck.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, why have I never heard of this Nina person?
Yes.
Oh, Puck, yeah, that totally makes sense.
Puck recently rebranded as
what?
Nina.
So that's, what?
Yeah.
Why have I not seen Nina anywhere? I liked Puck. That was a cool name.
Was a cool name. It could be a little bit confusing.
Was a cool name.
Whenever you had Puck versus Huck, as they're both like NA,
but still
turtles.
Puck, it was cool. I think it was like a capital CK or capital K or something.
Yeah.
Nina now. I don't know if I like that as much. But nonetheless, a great player. That's cool though. Thanks for the info. How do you know more about NA than I'm failing at my job? I'm supposed to be the NA guy.
Yeah.
Oh, this Reaper doing a lot of work here though.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to lose it though. He was doing a good amount of damage, but he shouldn't have lost it.
Yeah, yeah,
Should've done
getting
the damage and got out.
a little bit greedy there from Future going in deep with that Reaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does have
Gosh.
a follow-up.
Watching the pros versus like my ladder matches, like in the diamond ladder, people will just completely commit 2 Hellions. Like,
yeah,
they'll just go all the way into your base and just risk them all to kill 5 drones, and it works.
yeah.
But like, I watch all the pro games and I'm like, oh, there's 2 queens there and they're not going in. I try it on the ladder and people just walk right past the queens. I'm like, this isn't like a professional at all. These guys have some strong willpower to not commit all their units in.
Yeah, like it can be scary, right? Like it's a gamble. Sometimes you go in with all those Hellions and you get all these kills. Sometimes there are all these Lings just waiting for you.
Yeah.
Well, but there are a lot of Hellions.
I forgot who we were watching, like I think last week, and they just had like all their Lings in the perfect position. As soon as you walk in, they like pounced at you.
Yeah.
Here, he didn't not have enough Lings, and exactly what I'm talking about. Just go right past him into the mineral line, and good splits here. He's not losing too much. 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe even 10 drones isn't bad for losing. What do you have, like 6, 7 Hellions, maybe 8?
Yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah. The Hellions are locked in now. Like, I'm not locked in with you. You're locked in with me. Oh, but he finds the gap right as he moves. Oh, but he lets him. Okay, he still got him.
Okay, it's
interesting.
all good.
Now he's mining from 1 base only.
In the end, they do get cleaned up, but 10 worker kills, it's pretty good for those Hellions. Meanwhile, there is a counterattack moving across the map. There is a full wall off there, so Future should be fine. You know,
he also lost 15 Lings in that battle as well.
Ooh.
That kind of like doubles the amount of money spent. He's gonna go for the Bane bust. The SCV does scout this out, I do believe. Did it? Yeah, he's gone.
He's evacuating. Yeah, there is no tank quite yet, so he is working on a secondary wall as well. This is gonna go down, but yeah, nice.
It's like that typical movie scene where the bad guys come to raid the building at night and they already left. Like,
yeah,
he's gonna bust the wall with all his money and be like, "Oh wait, you're already gone." Which Future didn't even need to evacuate. The wall wasn't even busted.
Yeah, he overreacted, you could definitely argue. He was very worried about that Baneling push. Oh, the wall finishes, actually. Those extra NG bays. Now he has 4.
Jardozer doesn't know it, but he kind of got a good engagement there. He should just go home and drone up.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasted a lot of mining time.
A lot.
Future had 46 SCVs on 1 base for like 30 seconds, so. That was pretty bad there. Economy-wise, Future, he's got more workers here, and he does have the mules, but like that lost mining time is allowing Jardozer to catch up, but he didn't quite make a whole lot of drones there. I guess he has caught up now.
This is actually a little bit scary. There aren't Banelings ready for defense. They're just Lings and just Queens. Meanwhile, this is lining up with 1-1 as it's going to finish in just like 20 or so seconds.
All those Overlords caught out. Oh, he has Overlord speed. He should be good.
Yeah, he should
be. He has Overlord speed, but he's not even scouting across the map. That's interesting to me. And now he's just got to wait till the Baneling finish. He might be able to take out the Baneling nest before those even finish. Yeah, so now he's going to pounce. Baneling nest fully exposed. A couple Banelings are morphed in, pulling the Queens. They can take a lot of shots. And he's going to have a target fire down the Banes. There's slow Banes on creep, dropping a tank, and they don't get the connection.
He could just end the game.
Yeah, this is pretty much it. He should siege that tank, maybe.
That was all the Lings, all the Banes. He's trying to remake his army, but these 1-1 Marines are just going to, end it.
GG. Yeah. That was rough there. He should not have let those Hellions in. Once the Hellions did the drone damage, forced him into pretty much an all-in, and the all-in didn't do anything. The Bane bust did nothing. Then he had to go from all-in back to droning, and in the midst of droning and all-inning, he had nothing to defend. No Banes were morphed in.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is one of the things where I'm really all about Overlord spread. It's hard, especially because Future, he did go for a Viking first to try and like clear out Overlords, but being able to scout,
you could still find a way in there somehow.
Exactly, like you need to scout, or at least like have a Ling out in the middle of the map, because when this push comes, you need to be ready for it. Otherwise, as we saw, it can just end the game. Like you need to have Banelings morphed.
Exactly.
Marines are pretty good. You know, like Yeah,
the first unit given a Terran in the game is usually pretty good throughout the entire game.
Yeah. So you can't, you know, underreact. You know, you have to make sure you have what you need, and if you don't, we just saw what happens. You know, like
yeah. I also think seeing the 2 engineering base finish up in the wall, he's probably like, oh, he's gonna go for upgrades now. It's gonna cost him a lot. He's gonna sit at home, secure his 3rd base. But in reality, he's like, I'm just gonna push across the map.
Yeah.
He's like, you did no damage. You barely hurt my wall, and now I got this big army for defense.
Pretty much.
Well, that was a good game number 1. Here we are, loaded up into the 2nd map on Eternal Empire. It is the American Zerg player here. He is playing for that clan you see there that I forgot already. It is Icebound Gaming's Jardozer.
And in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the American Terran representing Infinity Gaming. It is Future.
I gotta get familiar with that clan. Icebound Esports.
Yeah.
I guess team, not clan. Everyone's a clan in StarCraft. Clan, team, esports, gaming.
Yeah. You know, they've got their clan tag Icy, which is pretty nice.
That's cool.
Pretty
yeah,
slick.
that's pretty cool. I like that one. Icy.
But yeah, it's a rough loss, losing to that kind of marine push, especially because again, like it's one of those things where if you just scouted it, like you can hold it. You know, it's not
honestly, it's pretty hurtful to lose to a handful of marines in 1 tank. Like, even if I don't know, that could have just like you said, if he scouted it, it could have gone a million ways. He could have just morphed in a bunch of lings, made a couple banes, split, and then like surrounded the army.
Yeah.
He had a good amount of queens. He had transfuses. Like if you move in with the queens, take a couple hits, and then go into Ling Bane. But he had slow lings, didn't see it coming, didn't morph him in, didn't have reinforcing lings coming out.
Yeah.
And the push was just a swift, clean cut.
I mean, as you were saying, as that push was happening, he did have Overlord speed, right? So there's no excuse for not sending out an Overlord to scout what exactly your opponent's like going for, like build wise, because he could have seen like the NGs at the back of the natural researching, and he could have gotten an idea that a push was coming.
There's got to be them nerves.
Yeah.
He's got to be a little nervous. Or I mean, I guess it's common to just forget something completely, even at a high level playing as these players. But yeah, like one Overlord could have saved that game. So I'm interested to see how it plays out here. Ooh, got the creep tumor. I was just about to say, so far better opener from Jardozer because he has not taken any losses, but the creep tumor is kind of huge.
Yeah, it's
Future's really good at finding value with his first Reaper. Like no matter what it is, he finds some sort of value.
Yeah, and as opposed to game number 1, we, you know, or I should say just like it, we still have a 1-1-1 coming out from Future. We do have Hellions on the way. I imagine it's going to be easier to defend on Eternal Empire, just because like there's such a narrow choke point into the natural. They're already
you could even completely block that off with like Evo chambers or something.
Yeah. So Jardozer should be okay. He shouldn't lose 10 workers.
Kind of busting the arrow move and getting the early vision, or what is it? Overlord speed. He left 2 drones in gas. I don't know exactly what that means.
Yeah, minimal amount of.
You can get a
gas
for Banes. Okay, Banes.
Yeah, just for Banelings. More and more Hellions are being morphed in. Ooh, we have a Liberator on the way.
He does scout it with the. Well, I guess he doesn't scout the Liberator, but he scouts that something's coming out and there's nothing on it. You can assume Liberator or Viking.
Yeah. It's a little bit tricky because there is no tech lab there, so you don't know if it's a Viking, Medevac.
Yeah.
Ooh, but he's going for the push though.
Medevac here.
Oh, that's a help.
I actually lost to this today. Yeah, Hellbat push.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
He needs some more banelings as soon as possible, and he is, which is nice, but they're going to be pounced on top of.
I lost to this today as well. I did not see the armory. And those, I think this is just game. There's really nothing he can do here. He has 3 banelings morphing in. He's got more gas. I think he's just morphing as many banelings.
Exactly.
I was going to say, when you see the Hellions, I'm sure he saw the armory. I don't know why he didn't prepare accordingly.
Exactly, yeah, and now the Hellions are already in here. To be fair, he hasn't done much economic damage, which is quite nice.
Here it comes, though. Here comes the economic damage you were talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Only 3 workers, though, and this is all going to get cleaned up. It's okay.
Okay, now, wow. What a good hold. Not bad. Get that queen, get the larva. Oh my gosh, I don't know how he held. Future kind of I think Future dropped the ball on that one. I think he should have been able to do a lot more damage there.
Yeah.
I think he was scared holding at the top of the ramp too much. He should have gone into a mineral line faster.
Exactly. Only 3 workers went down in that push. Like, even though Jardozer wasn't ready at all, he didn't have banelings ready for it. He held pretty nicely. And I did check
this wall here. I've never seen that before. It's like a double valued wall with like bane bust proof. It's got like a little hallway on the left, and that's pretty cool. I haven't seen that before. It is a standard issue.
It looks awkward, but it does the job, and it looks like Future
kind of like symmetrically safe, like, you know, it blocks off both ways in the most efficient way possible.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it does look like Jardozer. He's trying to deny a third, but there is no third, and the army is pushing out across the map. There is only 1 tank with this, which...
I think he just got that. He's like, wait, no third? Oh, crap.
Yeah.
That means the army's pushing out, which he should be morphing in Banes. He's not. He's upgrading to a layer and trying to get creep out. Yeah, and now he tries morphing all the Banes a little bit too late.
Yeah, it's a little bit late. The tank gets sieged up.
There's 14 links. Oh, they're gonna let the Banes finish. That's a bad idea.
Yeah,
there's no way for Future to know this though, so he couldn't really just push on top of them without expecting more army behind it to defend.
A reinforcing
one
jump
big
though.
Push. The Banes are a little too close clumped together for my liking. They might get picked off by this tank here. Both players are possibly. And this third base is gonna go down. If this goes down, I believe that is game. He's gonna go ahead and pounce on it now. Bane's getting target fire down. Marines walking back off a creep. No connections from the Banelings. Lings coming in. GG. Future takes game number 2 just like that. Yeah, those were not the connections. Like Jardozer with the scouting, but not the correct response. Just not coming out here with the proper response. Unfortunately, Jardozer is knocked out of the bracket now. Congrats to Future. Like, I expected Future to win, but I was a little questionable there for a second.
Yeah, Jardozer, it feels like he's very greedy when it comes to morphing banelings. Like, he never makes them unless he needs them. But his scouting or his map vision just isn't there for that. Like, ideally you have like a couple of lings spread out across the map. Like, if you don't have overlords, and if you don't have creep spread, then at least have a couple of lings spread out, so if a push comes, then you know, so then you can get ready for it. Every single time there was a marine push or any push from Future, like Jardozer, he never had anything ready. He kind of like made the banelings then and there, and when he does that, like, it's
too late.
Yeah.
It's too late. Yeah, I think he was just playing too greedy. Like, I don't know. Not much more to say to it. He should have morphed in banelings. Like, why would you not already have banelings if you know he's going? Why just keep the lings at home?
Yeah.
And overlords with speed, they're so efficient at scouting, like you're saying. So there's no reason why you couldn't have some like on move command or like patrolling somewhere, lings, like all these options to scout. But like even him scouting the thing that makes Hellbats, the armory, he still wasn't very properly prepared to deal with that push that came from Future, and he luckily held on past the push. I don't know how he held on. I think in part by lack of attention from Future, not due to the sheer skill of the Zerg there.
Yeah, when Future pushed in with the Hellbats, he was being very cautious, very safe. Instead of going right for the mineral line, he was just trying to trade efficiently and hold at the ramp.